Hey yogis, welcome to shimaflowyoga. I'm Jodi and today is day 6 of our 28-day yoga series, New Year, New You. Today we're going to focus on detoxifying and cleansing our bodies through twisting poses. Our Spotify playlist today is NYNY Day 6. So go grab your yoga mat and let's find your happy place. So let's get started today in child's pose or balasana. Again, this is the pose of honor. So as you come into, or as we move through our practice today, anytime if you feel you need to take a break, honor yourself and come to child's pose. Okay, so as we come back, either knees together or knees apart, as always, do what feels best in your body. So we're going to just fold forward and find a comfortable position, whether that's your hands under your forehead, maybe you're resting your head to one side and have your arms to your sides. Just kind of take a few moments to settle into your space. And these first few minutes of our practice really allows us to connect with ourselves on a deeper level and just taking notice of how we're feeling today. It's not meant to have you change anything about what's happening. It's just becoming aware of where you're at and what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and knowing everything's okay. You don't have to change anything about anything here. Allowing yourself to feel whatever it is you're feeling. Okay, so let's go ahead and extend our arms out in front, and we're going to just gently walk them over to the right. So keep your hips square here as we walk over to the right. We're just opening up through the side body here. And back over to center, over to the left. And walk it back to center. Good, and then slowly come on up. And we'll just stay on the knees here. And if this kind of bothers you, that's okay. Grab your block, sit on your block, keep your hips elevated right here. We're just going to inhale and reach the arms up. And then exhale, twist over to the right. Keep pulling your belly in and up as you twist. And inhale up and exhale to the left. And inhale back up and exhale. Release the arms down. If you're using your block, let's put that aside. Come back to child's pose. Extend your arms out. Again, take a peek at your hands. They're about a little bit wider than your shoulders as you spread your fingers. Press down firmly through your hands, and let's take it up to downward facing dog. Lifting your hips, pressing away. And just taking a couple deep breaths in and out. Okay, inhale, come up on your toes, bend your knees, look up. Exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet forward. Inhale, halfway, nice flat back here. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, fold down. Look between your knees and inhale, rise up. Gaze up, exhale, hands to your heart. So we're coming into Sun Salutation A. We're just just a little variation here. So inhale, reach the arms up, and on the exhale, let's twist open to the right. Just open the arms up, right arm behind you, take your gaze over your shoulder. Inhale, reach up. Now make sure you're pulling that belly in and up, and exhale, twist to the left. Good. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Inhale, halfway. Flat back, gaze up, exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Again, as always, knees up or down. You decide, bend the elbows to lower. Flip the feet, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. You can stay low here in Cobra or higher up to Upward Facing Dog. And exhale, tuck your toes, Downward Facing Dog. Couple breaths here. Let's inhale, up on the toes, bend your knees, exhale, step or jump right between the hands. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, rise up to standing, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. 1 round, 2 to go. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, twist to the right. Keep that belly strong. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, twist to the left. Gaze over your shoulder. Inhale, take it up, and exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back into your plank pose, bending your elbows to lower down. Inhale, flip the feet, lift the chest up. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, hold and breathe. And drawing that belly in and up and pressing away. Sink or melt the heart down, lift up through your tailbone, press through your heels. Inhale, up on the toes, bend your knees, exhale, step or jump your feet between your hands. Inhale, lift halfway, exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. 1 more time, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, forward fold or Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back, belly in, shoulders back. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back and lower yourself down. Flip your feet, lift your heart, and then exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips. And let's pause right here. Take a couple breaths in. Okay, so from here, we're going to lift the right leg up. So inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Maybe open up your hip a little bit. And then exhale, step your right foot between your hands, okay? Coming into this lunge position. So drop your knee first, reach your arms up towards the sky. Good, lift your heart and reach back, pull that belly in. Good, and then if you want to, you're gonna lift the back knee up, right? A little bit more of a challenge here. Good, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Again, we're hooking that elbow on the outside of that thigh. Deep twist here, and that lunge twist. Take that gaze over your shoulder. Take the chin away from your chest. The spine is long. Now pull the belly in. See if you can lean back a little bit. So either gaze over your shoulder. You can even take that gaze straight down towards your front foot. Notice how your neck is feeling in this position. Take 1 more breath in. And let's release the hands down. Spin your back foot flat. Now we're going to stand up. You're going to straighten this front leg out and then reach your arms above your head. So we're going to take hold of the right wrist with your left hand and then just bend over. So we're going to stretch out through the right side of the body. So a little stretch. Good. Take one more breath in, and then we're going to turn back and face the front of the mat. So we're going to take that back foot, step it in a little bit, and then bring your hands to your hips and pull your right hip back and your left hip forward so that your hips are facing straight towards the front of the room or front of your mat. We're going to reach that left arm up, right hand to your right hip, and then just hinge forward right here. Come halfway down, pull the right hip back a little bit more, and then drop your left hand to the inside of your right foot. And make sure it's nice and close to the inside of your foot. You don't want your hand all the way out to the side. If you need to, grab your block, place your hand on your block, okay? So you're pulling the right hip back. Now come up onto your fingertips and lift up and lengthen so that your spine is lifted up, almost parallel to the floor, and then twist open through your shoulder, right? So you lengthen, twist, and then reach that right arm up. So this is a revolved triangle. Good. Continue to breathe here. Pull the belly in, nice deep twist to tone, to cleanse, to detoxify. So really as we're coming into these twists, it's like we're massaging, internally massaging our organs, releasing toxins. Find a comfortable gazing place, drishti point, whether that's up, straight ahead, or even down towards your hand. Good. Take one more breath in and then exhale. Release down and release that block. Inhale and stand straight up. Good. And then exhale, fold right forward down over that front leg. So we're going to stretch that hamstring out just a little bit. Bringing your nose towards your knee or forehead towards your shin, wherever that might land. Again, it all depends on your body, how you're built. Good, and then plant your hands. Let's step back to downward facing dog. And let's inhale, lift the left leg up. So we're going to do the same thing here. Exhale, step through to your hands. You can drop your back knee to start, or maybe just keep that back knee up if you know you want to stay higher in that lunge. Let's reach the arms up. Okay, and then again, just play with it. See what feels best in your body. Good, finding balance here. Take one more breath in. We're going to come right into that twist. So hooking the elbow. Again, pressing through. Good, finding that drishti point. So again, drishti is your gaze, right? So you can gaze over your shoulder. Sometimes looking down might help. But wherever you're gazing, just make sure it's a still point. Pull that belly in. Try leaning back a little bit. Get your belly, if it's kind of resting on that thigh, see if you can lean back again. That's going to encourage you to use your core strength even more. Take one more breath in, and then let's release the hands down. Spin the back foot flat. Straighten out this front leg as you reach your arms up. Okay, sky archers. Take your right hand around your left wrist, and then let's bend over to the right. And then notice the hips. So you can kind of play with this a little bit. If my hips are to the right a little bit, it might not look like I'm stretching as deep. Shift your hips to the left, and then stretch, and just kind of you play with it. See what feels good. One more breath in. Okay. Now on the exhale again, we're going to turn to face the front of the mat. So step your back foot in, bring your hands to your hips. We're squaring out through the hips. Make sure both hips are turned forward and your toes. Also notice your back toe. This one thing. If your back toes are turned out, right, your hip is going to open, right? So make sure you turn those back toes in a little bit so you can open up your hips. This is just going to allow you to get deeper into this pose. So left hand to your left hip, right arm reaches up. Take a deep breath in, exhale, hinge forward. Good, reach a little bit more and then drop that right hand down, using your block if you need to, getting on the fingertips. You want to think about lengthening up and then forward, okay? And then we're gonna reach that left arm up, open up. So we twist. It's not just reaching that arm up, right? It's that movement from the rib cage to the shoulder, and then finding that gazing point. Right, so we can look up, looking forward, look down, leaning back a little bit. I like to always look and see, make sure your wrist is under the shoulder. So you want to try and think about this nice long line, right? Wrist, shoulder, shoulder, wrist. Chin away from the chest. This is a pretty intense hamstring stretch too. That benefit from there. A couple more breaths, nice and deep. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, release down. Let's inhale, rise up. And then exhale, come back forward, right down into pyramid. Good, pull that left hip back. Good. Let's plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Again, you guys remember, right? Child's pose is always an option when you come to downward dog. So if you need to check in a little bit, if you need to give your body just a little bit of break, a little rest, or maybe it's even your mind, you just gotta chill out for a minute and find some stillness. Do that for yourself. Okay, let's inhale up on the toes, bend the knees, look up, exhale, walk, step, or jump to your hands. Inhale. Halfway, exhale and fold. Now, from here, we're going to come to chair pose, okay? So we're going to bend the knees as you lower the hips, just as if you're going to sit in a chair, and then sweep your arms up towards the ceiling, okay? Pulling the belly in. Now pull that belly in and up as the hips come back. Good. Holding it right here. Good. Take one more breath in on your exhale. Let's do an open arm twist to the right. So reaching behind you. And inhale, reach up. Keep pulling the belly in and up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, reach it up. Let's do that again. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. And exhale to the left. We're going to do one more each side. I like working in threes. Okay, over to the right. And take it up. Core is feeling strong, right? We're feeling those twists. I feel, especially after that core workout yesterday, you'll probably be feeling this even more intensely. Okay, one more time. Over to the right. Now hold right here and breathe. Inhale back up and over to the left. Take it behind. Hold and breathe. Go ahead and then reach it up. And then exhale, let's come to the standing position. Okay, we're going to inhale. I'm going to turn and face you so you can see this pose a little bit better. This is called eagle pose. So bring those arms out. Actually, let's start with the legs. Bring your hands to your hips. Let's lift that right knee up nice and high. Okay, we're going to cross it thigh over the left thigh. And we're going to kind of squeeze here. The action of squeezing the thighs is the important part of this pose. If you can tuck your toes behind your lower leg, good for you. If not, good for you. Okay, arms out to a T. Okay, right leg's on top, which means right arm's on bottom. We're going to cross around. Watch your balance. Okay. Wrap the forearms, the palms, lift up through your elbows, and then press your forearms away. Now, if wrapping your forearms is too intense, okay, a couple things you can do. You can hug your arms, because this will give you a nice stretch through your shoulders, or you can just bring your palms to your arms and your palms together here. Okay, so we're going to wrap around, lift up, press away. Now lower down and hold right here. As you squeeze through those thighs, this really helps to flush the lymph system. A great way to detoxify. Continue to breathe. Go ahead, take one more breath in and then slowly release out. You might need to shake this leg out a little bit. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Lift the left leg up nice and high. Cross the thigh over the thigh, right? Squeezing through those thighs, the important part. If you want to tuck that toe, tuck the toe under. This time the left arm comes under as we wrap, or find the variation of our arms that works for you. Lift up through your elbows, press away. So this one is a little harder to find a focal point drishti because we have our arms pretty much blocking our view. So do the best that you can to find that steady spot. Maybe you can sit a little bit deeper. Go ahead, inhale. Slowly release out, exhale, okay? Step your feet wide, turn your toes forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. And let's exhale. Interlace your hands behind your back. And inhale, lift your heart up. Roll the shoulders back, exhale. We're gonna fold forward. Bringing the arms up and away from the back. So in this particular position with our hands, if it's hard for you to clasp your hands, you're going to just take a small towel and hold on to it about shoulder width distance, and this will help you get a better range of motion through this chest expansion. Now start to lean your weight forward into the ball mounds of your feet, lift your tailbone higher, melt your heart deeper, right? We're thinking opposite movements in the body. And one more breath in. Exhale, slowly release the hands all the way down to the mat. And then turn to the front of the mat, walk your hands forward and step your left foot up to meet your right foot into a standing forward fold. So now the legs are closer together. You can pull yourself in deeper by taking your hands around the ankles or taking your peace fingers around your big toes. You wrap around the big toes and you just pull yourself in. Good. Now we're going to rise up to a stand. So really root down through your feet to rise all the way up. Reach your arms above your head. Bring your hands to your heart. Good. Reach up one more time. And exhale, come back to that forward bend, and we're going to lower ourselves all the way down onto the mat. So bend your knees, slowly come into a seat, okay? And then we're going to come all the way onto the back. So let's roll onto the back. Bring the knees to the chest. And then take your legs and extend them straight up to the ceiling. So just easy pose, right? Legs to ceiling, easy to remember. So you're either going to stay right here and legs to ceiling. There's actually some variations you're going to do. We're going to come into shoulder stand, but there are a couple variations. So you can stay here, right, and legs to ceiling, okay? You lift your hips up, you can place a block right underneath your lower back, and this will get you right between legs to ceiling and shoulder stand. So you have this little bit of elevation. Actually, this feels really good. You got this nice support. So you have this little elevation, right? But support with the block, okay? And then coming all the way up to shoulder stand, you're going to lift those hips. So you can place the hands in that low back and then start to walk the hands up your back, and then maybe even walk your shoulders in a little bit and extend those legs straight up towards the sky. So as you come up, press through the ball mounds of the feet, okay? Sometimes this is kind of hard to figure out how to press through the ball mounds of the feet, but what you do is point your toes up and then just flex the toes back. So you press up. It's called lotus foot or Padmapada. You press through, thighs are strong. So now we're reversing the effects of gravity on the body. This pose is very healing. It's a great way to reduce back pain, insomnia, mild depression, anxiety, all types of healing benefits. But this one's going to help us replenish that fresh energy to our organs. Okay, we're going to slowly begin to release out. So just start to bring the knees into the chest and roll very slowly onto your back. Bring your knees in, arms out to the side. Let's drop the knees to the right. Take your gaze over to the left. And to go a little bit deeper, take your hand and just press on that outer thigh. Press down and keep your left shoulder anchored down as well. And come back up to center. Let's switch sides. Knees to the left, gaze to the right. Use that hand for a deeper sensation, a deeper twist. And then come back to center. Hug the knees into your chest. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's extend those legs out. So moving into the best part of our practice, Shavasana. So start to settle in. Again, be comfortable. And just so you know, Shavasana does not always have to be done on your back. If you have, feel that you want to come onto your belly or even into that fetal position for your final relaxation, feel free to come into that position that feels best for you today. Taking that deep breath in and then exhaling out. Let's relax into stillness. And let's start to bring some movement now into our hands and our feet. Start moving out of stillness. And we're going to bend the knees. With your eyes closed, roll over to either side. Gently press yourself up to Sukhasana, or easy seated pose. Bring your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Taking this moment just to tune in on a deeper level. Noticing how you feel, the energy, the strength. And just the overall feeling of happiness within yourself. Let's inhale and reach the arms above the head. Take a full stretch up. And exhale, guide your hands back to your heart. Namaste. Okay, everyone, great job today. Day 6 is done. We've got one more day left in our first week of our yoga series. Stay tuned tomorrow. Day 7 is our full body yoga practice. So everything we've done all week, we're going to incorporate into that one full body flow. If you like this video, please press the like button, share it with others, and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. See you tomorrow. Namaste.